Thanks, guys. Oh, it's so loud. Pointy. The sound is very pointy tonight, isn't it? Can you guys hear me okay? Thank you for this beautiful honor, Outfest, and thank you, Jeffrey and Amy, for the beautiful words. I want to dedicate this award to my Mappa and thank my Mappa for coming out. Yeah, Mappa. She came out around the age of 72, and if she hadn't come out, I wouldn't have thought of the idea for Transparent, and I wouldn't have been able to be part of this amazing movement. I probably wouldn't be identifying as queer right now. Oh yeah, I got recruited by the queer people. Yes, it worked. It is catching, it turns out. I was getting honored a little bit before Transparent, but it was mostly Jewish organizations, so I get to be here with all the cool queer kids at the party and say, "Yas, queen." Yes, yes. The sisters of Hadassah did not party like this. Those honorings had fluorescent lights. They were often in a multi-purpose room. This is much more fun. And I want to thank the trans community for their lived lives of becoming every day, for being out and proud. Can you guys hear me, or is it too loud? Is it just right? Okay. And I want to take a stand for no secrets. Because a side effect of growing up in a house where there was so much secrecy is this constant questioning. I try to imagine what it would have been like if my parent had come out when I was little, but Transparent wasn't on yet, so that wouldn't have worked. I just fell into a space-time black hole. Also, having my dad coming out so late, my parent coming out so late, and me just sort of experiencing this late onset gender re-understanding of myself at the tender age of 51, one pair of men's boxer briefs at a time, guys. Trying to find my gender slowly. I'm sort of like a 41-year-old Jewish guy named Jeff. If you're wondering how I see myself, how I want to be seen by you. Okay, I said that joke already. Keep it going, keep it going. Who would I have been if I was the proud child of a proud non-binary parent? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? As a kid, knowing that my parent was non-binary, how would I have identified them? Every single time one person comes out, there is more freedom and more of this movement, so come out, no more secrets. Yes, you, come out. This guy's like, you. So I thank the trans community for taking the lead. I want to also thank the trans community for a huge contribution, and that is the word cis. We have a production company called Topple the Patriarchy, and we sit around and we try to figure out, I have the show Transparent. I have another show called I Love Dick. No, you cannot have a t-shirt. No, I Love Dick t-shirts. It's about a man named Dick, guys. I don't know why you're being so... The Hadassah women would never have... They would just say, oh, it's about a man named Dick. I feel like the teleprompter could go a little faster. So a little faster. So at Topple, our production company, we sit around, we're trying to, when we're trying to name the movement, we're trying to rest the gaze, take the gaze away for women, for people of color, for trans people. Who are we trying to take it away from? The white cis males. I know this is a very rough room to say that in. There's probably a point that every gay man in this room turned to his partner and he's like, I'm not cis, am I? I'm sorry, guys, you're all cis. You're cis. If the doctor said boy when you were born and you're still identifying as a man, you are cis. I am very sorry. that while you were at the gym, we renamed the enemy, and it's white cis men. And you're like, no fucking way, how did that happen? Well, we did it. But here's the thing about being a white cis male. I've come up with a new way to say cis male, and it's funnier than cis male, because cis male sounds mean. I say chismale. So it's just cute. You can be like, I'm a chismale. It's like a Portuguese ingredient in a soup, and it's funnier, and it doesn't sound as bad. So when you're trying to have a sense of humor about being otherized, just call yourself a chismale. Yay, be a proud chismale. And speaking of chismales, because we don't want to blame or shame people, I want to thank Jeff Bezos. Come on, let's keep that teleprompter moving. Up, faster. I'm a fast talker. Yes, here we go. I want to thank Jeff Bezos, who's amazing. He's a chismale and also an ally. He's a chismale. He's a proud chismale ally. And chismale. And he's going to keep saying it. Got to keep the teleprompter going a little faster because I've got jokes. I want to thank the way that Amazon is disrupting all industries, getting us packages on Saturdays and Sundays, but also, so they're disrupting television. Television was this thing I sat and I worshipped for hours at a day, and I looked at the glass and I thought, I don't even think I was able to think or dream I want to be on the TV, or even that I would ever be able to make TV. But I definitely wanted to be inside the TV, because everybody was looking at it. I think I felt unseen, like so many of us. I was obsessed with the Brady Bunch. And we all watched the Brady Bunch. I recently realized this huge effect that the Brady Bunch had on me. It wasn't that it was about a perfect family, but it was about a man with 3 sons whose mother had either died or disappeared, and they never talked about it, ever. Silence. A woman who had 3 daughters whose dad disappeared or died, they never talked about it. I imagine Mike and Carol meeting and saying, you disassociate from pain to face trauma and have 3 children? I disassociate from pain to face trauma and have 3 children. Let's have a TV show and get married. And that show was very much a testament to the binary, I realize in retrospect. I'm sure the boys were like, Daddy, why don't we ever talk about Mommy? And he was like, because we love the new ladies, because they have blonde hair. Because the boys had a brunette mom, right? And then the girls were like, Mommy, are we ever going to see blonde daddy? And she was like, no, men have brown hair now. There's no such thing as men with blonde hair. Stop asking. And I realized that this show, we're hypnotized by television growing up. And people wonder where I get my obsession with like Nazi Germany, Aryans and Jews, and gender. It was the Brady Bunch. All the boys have dark hair, all the girls are blonde. That's still being worked out on Transparent. But when you think about what it's like to sit and watch Transparent, so I watched the Brady Bunch growing up. I felt awful about myself. I learned these subconscious messages about femininity being blonde and masculinity being brunette. And kids are growing up watching Transparent today, which is crazy for me to think about. It's amazing, right? I like to imagine people, the sort of baseline thing behind the glass or on their watch or wherever they're watching the television is a family who's trying to figure out love and sex and God and gender. I imagine like a couple of sort of bi-curious girls in college watching that scene where Carrie Brownstein was like bopping Gabby Hoffman in the face with a dildo. And, like just bopping her in the face with a dick. and they were like having fun and laughing about their strap on. And I imagine that, like, that's the baseline. Playful dildo play. Just playful experimentation with a fake dick. Just playful. My table's the only one laughing. But I hear you and I love you. Thank you. Anyway, I imagine this as the baseline, this playful sense of finding yourself, your sexuality, your gender. And actually, I want to thank Outfest for the ways in which you guys have done this. I always say that protagonism is privilege propaganda. So when we have queer people, gay people, trans people as the center of shows, it creates propaganda out in the world that it's okay to be gay, it's okay to be trans. And Outfest has done that so amazingly, one queer creator at a time, one queer director at a time, moving people into the pipeline as artists who are going to change the world. So thank you, Outfest. And to be honored here tonight, and to be honored by an organization that understands that through art making and art sharing and art watching, driving that power of one person's story to inspire many, many people to become the main characters of their own lives. Thank you, Outfest. And thank you, everybody in this room who is making queer television, for this shared dream, this vision, this movement, and especially for this amazing and unforgettable evening. Thank you.